creating the Sheikh of Abu Dhabi was a very, very cool moment. I was in this big living room they have with all this carpet and all this gold, and it was all this like this Sheikh and then all the ministers and people around in this huge place. And then I just put the canvas and put the speaker and start playing Barry White. So that's something that probably never happened in that living room.
Hey babies, welcome to the Dr. Beauty Podcast hosted by me, Dr. Anna Guanche. I'm so excited you're here. We plan to educate, inspire, and entertain you. This podcast is not just about beauty. It's about lifestyle, inspiration, life hacks, and of course, beauty. Welcome, babies. I am with Marc Rios. He is Mr. Dripping. He's an international sensation. He's an artist. He paints only by dripping. And I am so fortunate to have a painting that he did for me. And then just after that, he skyrocketed and has done incredible celebrities, athletes, sheiks, and all that. And he's here to inspire me and all of us. So thank you for being on the Dr. Beauty Podcast.
Oh, I'm so happy. And yeah, it was a long time. I don't know how many years, like 4 years ago when we did your piece. Yes. So also it's very happy that back then you believed in my work and you love it. And, you wanted to have me creating one of your pieces. So yeah, super happy.
Incredible. I mean, I was thrilled, and we were hoping to have you back because I was going to have you do a piece for our waiting room, but then you just blew up and got so famous. And you guys need to follow him at Mr. Dripping on social media, and also where are all the places people can follow you?
Well, unfortunately, one of the homeworks I have to do is to actually create all my platforms and social medias, because I just do Instagram, but now on to-do list is to open the TikTok and really get to it, because it's really important, and also start with YouTube and blogging. So for that we have a plan. We will start probably end of May, having like a team just dedicated to that, filming me everywhere and just creating that content so everybody can just see more about what we're doing and being more active on social. Yeah.
So let me ask you this: when you came here and did that piece years ago, you were living in Barcelona mainly, right?
Yeah, correct.
And now do you mainly live in Dubai?
Yes, moved to Dubai last at the mid end of the last year. Yeah, I moved to Dubai. Yeah.
And what's the reason for that? I'm assuming because you had huge demand for your work, right?
Well, it just when COVID happened, I was in Spain, basically because of the family, because it was very uncertain moments, and just after that, I thought that my product could be like really, fit for that market, because it's like very international. It's a lot of people coming in and out, people that is looking for experiences, for like shows, for having like something different. And I was also interested to taste that to that market, because I'd never been there before until I went. So when I went there, I did an exhibition, and I just saw the potential of doing things there. And it's a new market that actually they are opening up a lot. They are putting a lot of investing a lot in trying to get big things done and be international. So having my work there was something that for them also was really inspiring and interesting. So they help a lot on the process of actually building that concept and showcasing my art in the most creative or craziest ways. So it's you find people that doesn't say no to anything, and that's kind of cool, as an artist.
Maybe I should do some dermatology out there. It sounds phenomenal. It sounds really amazing.
Definitely. Yes, like
Uh,
business way Dubai is a good place for a lot of sectors, not only the my sector, like for real estate, for beauty, for all these. It really works very well there. So
so
you're most
for
welcome.
those of you who are listening, Mr. Dripping, Marc Rios is on the podcast, does a special type of painting where he doesn't touch the canvas with a brush. He only drips the paint and does these phenomenal pieces and really is able to create the likenesses of the people he's obviously painting. And so he will have events, and people will put on events, and the main event is for him to paint either a celebrity or the person in question who's having a special event, their likeness. And it's an amazing thing to see that come to light just from black paint on a white canvas. But have you branched out a lot from that color scheme?
Oh yeah, like definitely every client just gets whatever they want. We try to just make it happen. So it's like uh, my style of paint. It really kind of like fits with making your own creation, right? So basically was black and white, but we can create any kind of like piece, and also being having the person part of the process. It's really cool to witness and to actually feel that you're part of that creation.
Mm-hmm.
And that's why I every time I do more and more and more, just creating with the client or with an audience, because
Mm-hmm.
that is the beauty of it, that is not that I'm just creating the piece in the studio and then you get it, you receive it, home, or you buy it somewhere that you see it. It's like we make it together, and then that piece, it has a story itself. So people will be at their home and whatever they are, and it's like, I went to Dubai, or I went to see this artist, I went to his house, and then he created this piece, and I saw it like coming to life, and then that
Mm-hmm.
has a story kind of. So it really connects me with my clients and with the people that own one of my pieces, and it's we make anybody's dream happen, and they are part of
Yes.
it, materialize in a piece of art. Yeah.
I love it. It's not just a piece of art, but an experience that's associated with it. It's the artist, you getting to experience the reaction of the person that you're painting for, rather than, like you said, you paint something by yourself in a studio, and you're not there for the audience. So it's kind of an amazing combination of things you're putting together.
Yeah.
I read that you are also a fashion designer or a designer. Is that the case?
Yes, my background is fashion.
Uh-huh.
I actually had a brand 10 years ago, and mostly all the pieces were all painted, and art was always, a big part of it.
Of course.
But I didn't follow that path, because I realized that what I was really enjoying is the creating part. And then it's
Hmm.
like that was probably 20% of the time. And then the 80% was like materializing that into a production, into samples, into selling, and all this. That it's like I have to wait like 6 months to get a paper and create again. Like that's what I love. So somehow when I decided to drop it and
Hmm.
actually chase my dream to be an artist and just full time just create, which is my passion. So I'm happy that I did, and but still, it's one of my is one of the my passions. So later down the road, probably this during this year, we will launch like our own like fashion line. We're gonna have like all this like clothing made by with my designs, with my
Hmm.
with my paint, my style, because I still do the clothing for myself. When i'm
Right.
when i'm in the shows, and when I'm wearing my stuff, but I'm not selling it yet. But we will do a line for like, so people can also access to having the clothing, and because also it's my passion, but not as a main thing. So it's I will
I
get
love it.
back. Yes.
You will go back and revisit and maybe do, yeah, something. We want to buy your stuff. We want to buy your stuff. But well, for sure I do. And I know like the really cool looking stuff. You guys, if you're watching this on YouTube, you can see his sweatshirt, and he's just really got an impeccable style. I mean, I'm floored. But the sky's the limit to what could come out of this besides what you're already doing. But I kind of do relate to the fact that you love doing the art. That's the part that you want to do more of, and that's you empowering yourself to follow your passion. I do a lot of cosmetic dermatology and stuff. To me, that's my art, and all the other things I have to do to make that happen is work, like trying to make sure my practice is running, and there's like all these other things you have to do to practice. But the fun part is when I sculpt the face with a needle. So I kind of get what you're talking about. So you
You're
were
a
able to
beauty
drop
artist.
off.
Yeah.
Huh?
You're a beauty artist.
I'm a beauty
You
artist.
know?
I think
Yeah,
so. I
of
try. I
course.
try. No, I try. So you were born in November.
Yeah.
Are
I'm a
you a
Scorpio.
Scorpio?
Yep.
You're a Scorpio? Me too.
Yeah.
I heard Scorpio males are like big trouble, big trouble.
No,
Is
I'm
that true?
super chill. Yes. I don't know.
Hmm. Okay.
But yeah, actually the one of the products I'm gonna start creating soon, it's the sculptures,
Uh-huh.
because I wanted to have that also line of business, and also because it's fun to have like little sculptures or bigger, like it doesn't matter. I think it's
Yeah.
a cool product. And for a long time I was actually thinking what would be like and how would be my type of a sculpture. It could
Hmm.
be made out of like dripping, like lines. So it took me a while to kind of like know exactly what I wanted to do as a sculpture. And
Hmm.
being a Scorpion gave me the idea of, instead of focusing on creating art, like not a sculpture made of art, of the
Hmm.
lines, what if I do the sculpture based on the artist, like how to represent myself in a sculpture.
Yeah.
So then I got this scorpion as a symbol, and then I added the spatula on the tail, where it has like this thing, and
I
with
see.
that I just changed it to a spatula. And then I have 3 designs prepared, that is like a scorpion with the paint around, like just to put somewhere, and then another one that is like a can and a scorpion on top. And
Yeah.
we're just designing this because it's like it's my symbol, let's say,
Uh-huh.
and
For sure.
yeah, it's a scorpion. I will show you
Oh, I can't
how
wait
they
to
are
see.
looking. But
Uh,
yeah, they're pretty
so
cool.
what are the Scorpio traits that you embody most, that you most feel like you have?
Of like the horoscope symbol.
Yes.
um I will say that I'm very passionate about what I do, and when I love something, it's just I go all in, and I don't know how to go little. It just
I
doesn't
get
matter
you.
if it goes good or bad. I just get very passionate about. So I will say that it's
Same.
probably, yeah, the one that I follow the most. And I don't know which others you will say in your
Well,
case, maybe.
because I'm a Scorpio, I know a lot of the stuff about Scorpios, but they say males are a little bit different than female, but it's supposed to be a very sexy sign. I think we got that. You got that covered.
Okay.
And then very jealous
Um, that one I don't
type.
get it that much.
No,
No,
good,
no,
good.
I'm very
And
like,
but not
yeah,
not
maybe
not
because I
jealous
work.
of not jealous of other people, but jealous romantically more.
Yeah, yeah, no, no. I tend to give very like a lot of trust, and
Space, yeah.
but if you fail, then it's like it's hard for me to just, it's like a cross, and then it's just
Done.
yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, I got you.
So because at the end I'm also very practical person. I will say, and very rational. So for me, it's like, if what's the point of being, constantly worried of something that didn't happen or that might happen? Like, it's pointless. So I'll try to just enjoy and think that everything is, like perfect. And if someday something does happen, okay, then that means, that
You
then
have
from
to
that day
regroup.
I can worry or make a decision. But this constantly being overthinking of everything, it doesn't go with me. And it's really like, I think what it makes me just be black and white on that,
Yeah.
if yeah.
I wish I could be better at that. I try not to worry, but I have that tendency to worry, and not just romantically, but just in general, and try to predict and worry and all that. But it really doesn't serve you, because it uses up all your energy on
Yeah.
something that never actually happened yet. Or, I mean, maybe there's some things you can do to be careful about something, and then that's it. You can't just keep worrying, because it's silly,
Mm,
right?
yes.
So tell me, who inspired you to start painting the way you do? Did you just come up with
um
it all by yourself?
well, kind of, I guess. I was influenced by, maybe, on the painter side. I will say that I was studying a lot of like different artists and, the masters of paint, when I decided that I wanted to be an artist, and decided to try to be a, painter. But in that moment, I also was thinking, okay, you have a gift. Because for me, it was easy since I was a kid, create like painting anything or learn how to do things in that. But then I was really bad at numbers and other things, so I was good at
Mhm.
what I was doing in creating. So, but still, like, I was like, I'm not gonna just do watercolor or acrylic or whatever that somebody's already doing and they're doing really good. So
Right.
I'm also, I was like, okay, you want to be an artist, but what's gonna be what you're gonna do? How what you're gonna do is gonna be different. So
Hmm.
it took me like more of like, first, like thinking what would be me as an artist, like how I'm gonna be different. So I guess in that moment of researching and trying to do things in a different way is when I thought about this dripping idea. And then I was like, okay, dripping. Jackson Pollock, he was doing these abstract drippings that it's super cool. The
Uh-huh.
canvas is on the floor, and then you just splash. And that part really, connected with me, because it was very free, and
Hmm.
very. I don't have too much patience, so I could do, if you torture me or you put me like, okay, if you do this, I will give you this much. Okay, I will
Right.
be able to spend hours working on something that is detailed, so I could end doing the result because I have the skill. But it was not something that goes with me. I like to create things faster. So the technique was, it needed to be fast. So the dripping is a really quick and fast technique. I had fun with it. And then I was like, okay, this is mainly an abstract technique. What if I could actually control it and bring a different result to what we having here, no? So then I start kind of like obsessing with making figurative things and control it in a way that I could actually represent things like you are with a brush, but without.
Hmm.
So I guess that was, I didn't know what I was doing, but I kind of like was trying to find a technique that it was made in a different way, that had a different aesthetic and look, and then that the result was something that people was, they didn't know was made the way I did. So my first pieces that I put up in a small shop in Barcelona, people were checking the art and they were like, how this is made, like asking, because they didn't understand. There is no brush, it has volume, but they didn't know if I was touching the canvas or not. So it triggered people to wonder.
Question.
And yeah, and that's
Yeah.
and that's something that it was different. And then in the other hand, I also saw that the action itself was something fun to watch for people, and they gave value to what I did. Because the moment I
Hmm.
say, no, I didn't touch the canvas, no, yeah, but they were like, maybe, yeah, okay, yeah, for the outside, but the eyes, you probably touch it. I was like, no, no, it's everything done
Like
like
nothing. Yeah. And
this.
it's proof.
So yeah, so then it's like, they were like, wow. So then when I saw that actually brings value, then I forced myself to create with them, at least to see
Right.
how I do it, because then they valued more my art, or they were more
Absolutely.
interested. So, but at the beginning, I really did like, it was hard for me because I could do pieces and they look nice, and then when I had to do it live, my hand was shaking, I was nervous, and the piece was really bad. So I was like, what's the point of doing it live if the result is going to be bad? But
Huh.
I also knew that if I learn how to control my nerves and to do it the same way I can do it alone, that would be really impressive to people. So I just forced
Yes.
myself over and over, and to actually get off this like
To get over
nerve.
the stage
Yeah,
fright. You know,
yeah,
I think that I try to explain to people that you can get over stage fright, or you can get over your fear of public speaking, or whatever it is you want to do, because you practice it, you do it enough times that it feels second nature. You almost look forward to it, like when the lights come on, or it's time to give a
yes,
lecture or do something. But I used to have stage fright too. I had to take this medicine called propranolol. It's like a little blood pressure medicine to keep my heart from racing. And now I think back, I'm like, I can't even. It's almost like that was a different person. So
yes,
it's the ultimate definition of pushing yourself out of your comfort zone, right? So,
100%. You have to like, you have to get used to it.
uh huh,
So, you know, or getting used to being uncomfortable. Like,
yes,
in the moment I'm painting, I have the nerves. I have actually in my mind, if I do wrong, all these people will see it and I will look bad. Like, this
mm-hmm.
is so many things
The pressure,
that, or you feel comfortable by having all this happening, or you will not be able to do it. So
yeah.
you had to learn to actually, yeah, get it like as a normal thing, and deal with it the more natural way and with the most confident way, because that's the only way to actually really do it and have a good result. So yeah,
That's how.
but
That's
it's
how
not
you're.
easy, as you said. You have to do it over and over. I had to do a lot of shows with fear, a lot of shows with nerves, and a little by little. At the beginning, I was drinking a little bit, because before I show, I was like, okay, give me one, okay, give me two, okay, I'm
Confession.
ready. Yeah, because anything I could do, just to try to
To
be
calm
more
your
relaxed.
nerves and be relaxed. Yeah.
Yes, you said
You know, I
definitely.
I am like, so I want people that are listening, because the purpose of this podcast is to educate, inspire, and entertain, is to be inspired by what Marc Rios is saying, put yourself in discomfort. If it's something you really want, put yourself in discomfort enough that you're comfortable being uncomfortable, so that you
Yeah,
grow and you're suddenly like somebody that could do more things than you ever dreamed you could. You could easily, like he's saying, he was nervous and all that. He could have easily just not done that again.
yeah,
And then you wouldn't be the man that you are today, like basically like a legend. You don't get there by just running away from discomfort. So there's a little bit of that stuff that you have to be brave. So,
yes, and definitely, if you believe in what you do, and if you see it, like in my case, I wasn't able to do a lot of things that I do today, but somehow I saw them happening. I saw that was possible. I saw myself doing a painting in front of like a stadium, and it's like, how you can think you can be there. Well, I don't know, but I feel like it's possible. So even if you have any in any profession or any dream you have, if you see it and you believe in it, like, doesn't matter that other people think it's crazy, other people is like, because that can make you wonder, like, wonder and start making,
second
not making
guessing.
you not sure, second guessing, and then you drop something that it really can change your life. And if you probably feel it inside and you believe it, like, just try it and just go for it. Doesn't matter whatever, like, you have around. Like, I believe that you can make anything happen. It's just about believing it and finding the way. Like, of course, things are not easy. You're not gonna go the first day and say, yeah, I'm gonna paint in the moon, and they will be like, okay, let's pack. Like, nobody does that. So just, step by step, work towards that direction, and one day probably, you're gonna be going to the moon and painting. That's so, yeah, in my case, I guess, painting, and other maybe doing a session of beauty in the moon. Just, if that's your dream, you can make it happen.
Yes. And it's that thing that also you tell yourself and other people tell you, your family, like, who do you think you are? Or that's outrageous. Like, and you have to kind of know in your heart that's what you want to do and that's what you can do, and you're going to make it happen with enough passion and perseverance to make it happen. Even when people say, oh, that's crazy, that's not practical, whatever, but maybe it doesn't matter, because if you have that, like you do, you'll make it happen. So I love that. You believe that. Me too. I love it. So I want to ask you, what is your definition of beauty?
Definition of beauty, like, I don't know. That's a very, like, I think beauty is in a lot of things and in a lot of moments. So I don't know how to put it in, like, in a sentence, but I think, I don't know, just beauty. It's you can see beauty in everything, and that's also what I try to do with my art. Like, I can create anything that probably is pretty or is not pretty, or it's boring or it's not boring. It doesn't matter. Like, and I try, in my purpose as an artist and with what I do, is that I try that my pieces look beauty, and they just, when you look at them, it's like, it's just something that it's, this looks super nice. It's just super clean. That's part of the process of what I did, like, from a lot of drips to clean up and just make the few lines that they are just perfect and they just look beautiful. And I try to find that in whatever I try to represent, or whatever I've been asked to represent. So I think beauty is, it's something that you can create and you can make that everything or everybody has.
So basically, it's like everywhere, right? You can find beauty in almost everything. I feel like if you look at, it depends on your perspective and how you look at it. But how old were you when you did your first painting, your first drip painting?
My first drip painting, I was probably 22, I think, because I just finished. I was with the fashion with 22, 23 years old. So it took me a while to figure it out. I've been creating before a lot, but with the dripping, it was when I was 22, 23. Yes.
So how long has it been? We're going to calculate your age.
No, it's been long. It's been like 12 years. So guess. So,
I'm guessing. You're still very, very, you still got a lot ahead of you, huh?
Yeah. So for that, as we mentioned before, like, you don't become successful and overnight. Like, I've been in this idea for like 12 years, and now we probably seeing that the wheel is moving faster, and then amazing things are happening. But yeah, you have to work. You have to work hard to get it.
To get there, and the same, and you have to decide on something, right? And keep going forward on that thing. Like, I think that sometimes people, if they don't get success right away, the first year, the first whatever, they're like, oh, I'm not going to do this anymore. But that takes a lot of belief in what you're doing and a lot of perseverance, I would say. But, and I know you have that. Who's the most, give us a list of famous people other than Ana Guanche that you've painted.
Okay, the first one, Ana Guanche, for sure.
Most importantly.
I don't know. Lately, I've been doing a lot of. I've been involved in a lot of, like, soccer events. So lately, I've been doing some soccer players. Then
tell us who.
Huh?
Tell us names.
names. Okay, Neymar,
I saw that one.
Benzema, Luka Modric, Paul Pogba, um, the captain of Barcelona, Xavi, the goalkeeper, Ter
Yeah.
Stegen. I don't know. I have a few of them, but
And
I have
these
the
guys
number.
are standing there while you're painting them, right?
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah. So
Yeah.
you're like rubbing elbows with like some of the most famous people. I saw you were painting a sheik, right?
Yes. Also, that was a very, very fun moment because of their culture and their their privacy.
Uh-huh.
That probably never happened before, something like that, and that's very I was in this big living room they have with all this
Mm-hmm.
carpet and all this gold, and it was all this like this shake and then all the ministers and people around in this huge place, and then I just put the canvas and put the speaker and start playing Barry White. So that's something that probably never happened in that living room.
Right.
and and just creating creating the Sheikh of Abu Dhabi was a very, very cool moment. And also the cool thing is like it happened with, for example, Tom Cruise, that I painted for him, and he didn't know who I am or what I was doing. So then it's even more fun because I painted in the similar situation, right? And then I was just painting, and he's like talking with he was with his sister, and then with another sheikh, and he's like, okay, he's like a guy there doing bubbles or whatever. It's like not paying too much attention because he doesn't know what I'm doing, and he's not
Right.
expecting his face because he never saw me my work. So the moment I finished and I just turned the canvas and I show, he just jumped out of the chair, and I was like, wait, how this just happened? Like he was just doing this, and I thought he was just doing lines, but it is actually my face. So it's kind of fun when they don't know who I am and what I do, because you can
Right.
even like blow their mind
Floor
more.
them. You can blow their
Surprise
minds.
it surprised them in a cool way. And yeah, and then one of the things that we are working now is to actually have these moments that I create with celebrities, where I'm going to their places and I create the artwork of this moment of experience. We will put it into episodes, and then we will actually create the pilot to put it on a platform like HBO or Netflix. We'll see, but it's something that
That's
is fun because
exciting.
I also want to involve the people that, okay, like I did this 5, and then who you want me to paint next. So try to get that one happen, and I
I
think it's
love
going to
it.
be a cool product to show my work, to show also how they are in person, because you get to see a little bit of the character is one thing, but then the person is another. So it's cool to see how they are, and
It's
yeah, it's a cool project.
That's an amazing project. Okay, first of all, I'm a big Tom Cruise fan. Big Tom Cruise fan.
Yeah,
So I know there's a lot of controversy, whatever. Judge me if you want to. Maybe, I have, whatever. I am a fan of his work. So that's exciting that you painted his face, and that I could see him because he's the type that's really excitable, going like, oh my God, and
yeah.
jumping up and down.
He was with
But
his sister, like he couldn't believe,
not
and then
jumping up and down, but like, I know what I
no,
mean.
but no, but very surprised, which is cool to surprise Tom
Yeah.
Cruise. He just came in helicopter to that house, like as a Tom Cruise style. So he's like, when I was like, I was
That's
there waiting, I just saw helicopter, and yes, he's just out of the helicopter waving hello, like, yes, okay, that's Tom Cruise, definitely.
I'm watching your life because I met you like 4 or 5 years ago, and you painted my likeness, and then I've watched your career the whole time, and I'm floored by the amount of unbelievable, exciting places you go and things you do, and it just I literally watched you expand like into another level, like so much bigger level, and it's exciting to see that. And I also see your fancy cars that you like. Are those your cars, or what's the story on that?
Yeah, I just got well, some of them are just for fun,
Uh-huh.
but now that I'm based in Dubai, yes, I got this the drip car I got, and customize. So I got this Mercedes G, the
Uh-huh.
G wagon, and then I just made made a drip, like customize the inside, the outside, and it's a perfect car for Dubai, and also because the trunk is like very big, so I can put all my canvas.
Put your
And
canvases in. Yeah.
it's yeah. So yeah, the cars is one of my passion, and I like to drive cool cars, but I like a lot the sport cars, but I cannot be with doing my work
Yeah,
with
they
that.
don't,
So
it doesn't fit your stuff.
yeah,
Okay, I have two
yeah.
questions.
Tell me.
Okay, I have two questions. One, who's your favorite person you ever painted?
So far was Will Smith.
Will
Yeah,
Smith? That's
now
right.
he's
He's
in.
also one of my favorites. I know he's in trouble
Yes,
right now, but I
yeah.
love
Right
him.
now he's in trouble. But before that happened, right, that he was, everybody thinks very nice. Yeah, he is a really cool guy. Really
Yes.
cool guy.
He's still a cool
Yes,
guy. He did some
he is. Of
dumb
course, of
thing,
course.
but like, what are you gonna do?
Yeah,
Oh,
we don't know what's
um,
going on in everybody's life, and
right.
why things like this happen. Of course, it never had to happen, but it's we are human, so sometimes
Yeah.
we make mistakes, and that's it. It was in the wrong time, in the wrong moment, in the wrong place, but yeah.
Agree.
We
But
have to forget.
we have to give each other a little grace, especially
Yeah,
we have to give each other grace, I think, sometimes. But
yeah,
maybe I'm biased because he's one of my, I mean, I quote him all the time. I listen to his inspirational
yes,
videos. I mean, I was floored by the whole thing, but I do love him. So, how did that
yeah.
experience go when you painted him? I imagine he was really cool about the whole thing.
Yeah. Actually, I'm happy that he agreed, because the moment we did it was where pandemic was
Yeah.
happening, so it was not easy. Even though some people wanted to or will agree to do that, um, because of the distance, because of the mask, because of all that, a lot of things couldn't happen, right? So, but he was one of the ones that agreed, and then. It was really cool experience. He just walked into the room where I had my studio in Dubai. It was not in the house that I have now. It was just in a big studio,
Hmm.
and I just told him, like, my work is these pieces of art, but the best part is actually watching how they are made, and so that's why this canvas is white, and we will do it now. So I just said that I put a chair like 3 meters far, so we have social distance, and
Hmm.
then I just play the music and start painting, and he was enjoying the whole process. And then at the end, I remember I actually told him in the middle of it, I was like, Will, usually I do it, I nail it. Usually I do it perfect. If today doesn't go as well, it's because I'm very nervous. I'm very excited. So,
Yeah.
because he was actually, I was asked who I would love to do in a
Uh-huh.
previous interview, and I said,
Yeah.
if you could choose who you could do, I was like Will Smith, and then a month and a half after just happened. So I was really excited about it. So I was like, Will, I hope you look like you, because usually I'm good at this, but
Yeah.
today I'm extra a little bit excited. So anyway, we made fun of it, and then when I finished, he loved it. We spoke for a while. He was really interested in how I started also doing this technique, and I keep one of his quotes that actually did with me, that I now use it a lot,
Yeah.
because it came from him, and he said, the moment is the artwork. Like, that moment that we live,
Yeah.
me creating, it's the art piece. Aside from the result, he really valued that moment of creation
Mhm.
as art itself. And that was really cool that he said, because it means that he understood and he sees what I do and the way I want to be, understand.
Yeah.
So that was really cool. And then he also said that I remind him to his son, so that
Uh-huh.
was also really cute. And I was like, okay, take me home, you know.
A big compliment. Okay, I'll be your son. No problem. It's
Yeah, no
so funny
problem.
because I had phases in my life where I had no money, and then I've worked really hard to get money. But the things that I value most are not things, but experiences. So I always
Yeah,
want to experience things. So it's the ultimate experience to have someone, you know, paint you. So, so cool. But my second question, well, first question was what was your most exciting person? And my second question, what's your favorite kind of car? Like not worrying about the canvas or anything like that. But do you
My
have a
favorite,
favorite?
yeah. I mean, yeah. I will say probably would be the McLaren. I really
McLaren?
like McLaren. Yeah,
Mm-hmm, mm-hmm,
you cannot
mm-hmm.
fit a canvas there, but it's yeah, because
It's
I don't know
beautiful.
why. Like just Ferrari, Lamborghinis are are cool, but I think they are more mainstream in terms of course, everybody that is rich that have
Right.
but
No, yeah,
but
yeah, I
this
know. They're more
but
common.
but
Yeah.
yeah, but I feel design ways and I just yeah I like McLaren. So yeah.
I think I like Bugatti, even though I just got through saying I don't care about material things. I
I
only
mean,
care about experiences. I'm not trying to say that
Bugattis
I'm
are
like some
amazing.
kind of saint, but if I had to pick, I love Bugatti.
Yeah,
Isn't it
these
pretty?
also are really, they are super
Oh,
pretty. And I have friends there in Dubai that they own Bugattis, like 10 million Bugatti, like crazy supercar. And I had the luck to be in those cars, and they are like next level. But I'm worried, like those I'm even worried to drive it. So that's
yes.
why if I have to pick a car that I actually feel comfortable driving, I will not go to that Bugatti because it's like, yeah, it's like a
No
10 million
scratches.
car. So yeah,
No
no much.
scratches.
Yeah,
No scratching the
yeah.
curb. So, I want to ask you, do you have your own gallery out there or galleries that people can visit?
So the idea is to have people coming to the house, having a look into the gallery where I'm gonna have my personal collection. Let's say that I'm gonna be changing every 3 months, and then I will have a dining area where I'm gonna have them having a special menu that is gonna
Uh-huh.
be really creative and with projection on the table with art. Like it's gonna be very cool. And then
Love.
after that they are invited to the show where I'm gonna be then painting. But I have
Mhm.
the lights, I have a projection with a camera that points the canvas, so you can actually see behind me how your artwork is going, and then you're actually having a proper show. So
Yeah.
that's what I'm building in Dubai, is like this concept of the full experience where you're gonna
Yeah.
see the house of the artist, you're gonna understand more about the work, and then you're gonna have an amazing dinner experience, fun, and then the live show to finish. So that is what I have in Dubai, and that's what probably we will build this concept more and more to make a
Mhm.
name. And then my idea is to move it to different countries, like actually do the drip house for a month in LA,
Yes.
2 weeks in Miami, so we could have this experience and bring people to have these artworks this way with the food and everything, because I also
Yeah.
love food. So it's like
Me too.
yeah,
That
yeah,
would that sounds like an incredible experience. I want to come. Are you
yes.
booked out like a million years? Like how long does it take to get in?
Well, the opening, we're gonna do it in September.
Oh, it's not
So
open yet.
no, we're working on the whole concept.
Ah.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Okay, okay,
So yes,
okay.
yes, yes, of
So I
course,
didn't miss
of course.
anything yet. I didn't miss anything
No,
yet.
no.
I love it. Okay, so I have a couple things. One, I want to ask you your favorite inspirational quote.
My favorite inspirational quote. Um, mm, I have bad memory. I have a lot of quotes that I like. Thinking right now. I don't know.
Loading. It's loading. It's okay. It's okay. Okay. We can come back to that. You want to? Or do you want to think of it now?
I don't want to make it stop like too long. Let me think on that.
Okay. Okay. So I want to play a game with you.
Okay.
You can choose because you don't get to spin the wheel because you're not here in my studio.
Okay.
So you can choose between wear it or tear it. Free
Okay.
association. Free association. That's where I say one word and you say one word back. and or love it or hate it. Love it or hate it. Which one do you want to play?
Love it, how it works, the love it or hate it.
I say something, you tell me if you love it or hate it, and then why. And then we maybe talk about why.
Okay, let's do
Okay.
that one.
Okay. Black nail polish.
Huh?
Black nail polish.
Hate it.
Okay. I don't need any explanation. And then traveling.
Traveling, love it.
I know that. Okay. Facial.
Facials, what is like? Oh,
Do you
I
get
never did
facials?
any. No, I don't.
Never
I
done a
never
facial.
did any. I told you when I went there first time, I was like, I never did anything like this. Is but yeah, it's not that I hate it. It's just
No,
that,
I know.
yeah, I cannot
We're
say
gonna
hate it
have to,
because
if you come to LA, we're gonna have to spoil you with a good facial so you can see.
okay, deal.
Photo shoots. What do you think about photo shoots?
I like,
Yeah.
yeah,
Me
love
too.
it.
You have some really cool photo shoots. You guys need to follow him
I
on
don't do
Instagram.
much, but I like. I think it's cool, and I enjoy them. So yeah, love it.
Do you have a go-to photographer, or do you do your own art direction and decide how you want everything to look for the photos?
That I'm not really picky about how things are, you know, in the photo shoot. I like to have the photographers also intervening on how we're gonna create it. So
Okay.
yeah.
So you're not a control freak?
No, not at all.
Not at all. Are you in a relationship right now?
Yes.
Yeah, right?
Yes.
What's her name? Can we say or no?
Yes. Her name is Nasia.
Nasia.
Nasiah. Because I never heard that
Nasia.
name before. Yeah.
She's beautiful. I've seen her pictures on your social media, but I just wanted to make sure
It's
before I
beautiful
say anything.
inside and outside. Yeah. She helps me in
Oh,
everything, and it's every time we can be together, we're together. And then for our jobs, like, you know, we kind of have to sometimes travel separate, but she's really nice, really sweet.
I love it. I love it. Miami.
Miami, love it.
Me too. I'm going there in a couple weeks. I'm so
uh
excited.
Jealous.
Grocery shopping.
Hate it.
Same. It's
Yeah.
so boring.
Oh my god,
Okay, what about In-N-Out burgers?
love it.
Me too. They're so good for you too.
Yeah, they are very healthy. I know.
They're so
I know.
healthy. Just like
It's,
donuts. Do you like donuts?
yeah, I love them as well. I don't know how I do it, but everything that is not healthy, I love it. Everything that is green, I hate it. So if you ask me, green, hate.
Oh my God. I feel like we are twinning right now because I don't like green vegetables. I don't like them. You know, I don't like broccoli. I don't like anything green, but what
No,
I do to
I
get
the
around
only
my,
green. What is the? I only like one thing that is green:
what is that?
olives.
I thought you were
Love
going to say
olives.
cash.
Oh
Just kidding.
no, but eating,
I
yeah.
like, no, eating wise, I love olives too. But the thing about it is, what was I going to tell you? I decided to start juicing. So I put vegetables in juice and then I drink some juice
Oh,
every night with my dinner. That's fresh pressed juice. So that's my
okay.
excuse. That's my way of getting out of eating vegetables and still
That's
getting my vegetables.
that's good. You're cheating yourself, like, but getting it in a good way. Yeah. Maybe I should do that
No.
as well. Put some greens
Yeah.
and then you put like a strawberry, so it's red. It doesn't look green, and that's it.
Yeah. Oh, well, it's like, it's got some orange in it. It's got apples, but it also has kale and celery.
Mm.
And
Okay.
do you like
Okay.
dogs? Do you like doggies?
I, I love dogs.
Oh.
Love. Yeah, I love it.
And chickens? Do you have a dog?
I have a dog. Yeah,
What
the
kind?
most beautiful dog ever. Is a
For
French
mine.
bulldog, like bluish grayish, with a very cute face.
Oh,
She is so cute. Yeah.
How can I forget? I know which dog you're talking about. You got her when she was a
Yeah.
tiny baby. Oh, yeah.
Yeah. That
Yes.
one.
Love. What's her name?
Her name is Dripita.
Tripita?
Dripita. Yeah,
What
from
does that
drip,
mean?
Dripita.
Oh, Tripita.
Like a little, yeah, like a little drip thing in a cute
Little
way,
drip.
Spanish way. Yeah.
Oh my God. Do you? I
Yeah.
love it.
And
You know, I have three.
actually now she's modeling. She got for she started doing some campaigns for like some brands, and they use her like and call her for shootings and things like this. Is crazy. My sister is taking care of that.
Oh, that's amazing. She's got her own
Yeah.
agent. Your sister's her agent.
Yeah.
I
She
love
pays
it.
for her own food. Yeah. It's amazing.
She pays for her own food. There's not many dogs that do that. Now, what about chickens? Do you like chickens?
Chickens, like the ones alive or eat
Yes,
chicken?
alive.
Um, I don't know. I will say
Yeah.
hate it. I'm not really like, I never deal with chickens.
You know what? Honestly, I have four chickens, and I like the fact that they lay
Really?
eggs. Yeah, I have four chickens, and
Okay.
but they have no personality. I don't really like their
No,
personality, but I
they're
like that
just
they lay
eggs
eggs.
machines. They're eggs
That way,
machines. Yeah.
yeah, that way they can pay for their own room and board with their eggs. That's it. And
Exactly.
then and then what about Barcelona?
Love it.
I figured you
Yeah.
would love
The
it. I've been
hometown.
there.
Yeah.
I've been there three times, uh, and always stands out to me Las Ramblas. But of course, that's like the tourist place to be, right? But and the
Yeah.
tapas. Oh my God,
Yeah, I
love it.
love tapas, and I think the food is amazing. The city is beautiful, has a lot of architecture and cool buildings, and the vibe is really nice. We have the beach, so I think it's a very like special city. Yeah.
Do you plan to go back there one day, or you're not sure yet?
Well, I'm to leave not, but I'm going there like every 2 months, 3 months, so I get to see
Hmm.
my family, see my friends. So last week, before I had this job of this weekend that I painted on the King's Cup in Sevilla, which is a city here in Spain, I
Hmm.
first passed to Barcelona a couple of days, and then I went to Sevilla to this job. And before I go back to Dubai, I will go back to Barcelona, and and then yeah, I get to come a lot. But living it's different because of my work. Where I see myself living, it's Dubai, and then it's gonna be probably Miami, and be between these two cities.
Between.
Yeah.
Definitely. Yeah, Miami is a great art place. Like people love. Do you
Yeah.
ever go to do things at Art Basel?
Yes, yes. I did already a couple of things. Not big things because was many years ago, probably like three, I think, four. But was after LA. Actually, I went to Miami. I did an exhibition in the Soho House Beach, South Beach,
Uh-huh. Uh-huh.
and then I did a really cool show with Major Laser on Art Basel Week. So they did a huge like show, and then I was performing there with them, and then I got to meet like Diplo, Virgil, Walshy, like all these cool guys, and it was fun. Yeah, that was really fun.
Love. That is
Yeah,
amazing. All the experiences you're having and the places you get to travel to and the people you get to meet, it's like a dream. It's like a dream life. To me, I think it's phenomenal. Do you ever get tired, or do you find yourself? Do you feel you're a workaholic, or do you feel
um,
like you have enough rest? And or
I think if I think I'm good at like managing the times, so I don't saturate myself for now
Mhm.
with a lot of things. So I can actually enjoy, and every time I have a work in a place, I try to arrive before. So I have a
Uh-huh.
day to rest and be prepared. And then 2 days after, then I leave. It's not like I have to arrive today, work tonight. And then that some DJs, some other artists, they really have the schedule that they
Mhm.
don't really. So I think that is more stressing. And
Mhm.
for now, I'm having it in a very relaxed way. But who knows, maybe my work is growing, and the opportunities are growing, so maybe in some point I will feel that I have my agenda, more tight, and I have less time for myself. So then I
Right.
guess I will have to find a balance, and be comfortable as well. But in the other hand, I also think that now is the time to work. Like,
Yeah.
now I have 5-10 years, like, to do as much as I can,
Mm-hmm.
so I'm trying to also have the energy to do everything and to not miss out, any opportunity. Yes.
Yeah. It sounds like you're an artist, but you have an organized mind. So it's a little bit different than being. Sometimes artists are at least
Yeah.
stereotyped as being um, less structured as far as things go. And your
Yeah.
job sounds less structured. Like you're going to different places all the time. So you have to put the structure into it, right? Like to make it.
Yes, correct.
Yeah, that takes
I
discipline.
have very, like, I forget things. Actually, I did a tattoo here in my hand that says I forget things, because in every meeting I go, in every restaurant I go, in every hotel I go, it's for sure I leave, and 2 minutes late, after I come back to say sorry, I forgot the phone, or so the glasses is all. So that's why I did this tattoo, because represented. So I'm a structure in the things I have to do, but I'm a mess as an artist in like forgetting things, and
Mhm.
organizing these little things. Yes. Yeah.
Yeah. So you have to find people in your life or in your work that
Yeah.
help you.
They have to
Do,
they have to have patience and deal with me, because for sure we're gonna have to go back, and
uh-huh,
yeah.
uh-huh. Same, same, same. But let me ask you this: do you have a team? Like you have a whole team you work with, or is it just you mainly? And
I have an agent, and I have
uh-huh,
people that is in more like in administration and working
uh-huh,
on
uh-huh.
arranging things for us. But mainly I travel with my agent, and
Mm-hmm.
then now I will start also having someone with a camera all the time, because
That's
this
right.
is important. Yeah, it's important to have it. So now we will add one more that is going to be with me also all the time. So yeah, we will be
Yeah.
then three. Yeah.
That's my Courtney. That is going to be amazing because I was talking to Sandra Lee. She's that does the Pimple Popper. She does the show. She's a friend of mine.
Hmm.
And she
Yeah.
says the reason why people like the show and it's doing so well is because it has a story arc. Like in the beginning, there's this growth, and then you don't know what it's going to come out of it or how it's going to go. And then you do the surgery, and then something comes out of it, and then you
Yeah.
close it up. It's like a story arc. It's gross, but it's a
Yes.
story arc. In
Yes.
your
Yeah.
case, you've got the person you're going to paint, you've got the blank canvas, you've got maybe you have a discussion with the guy. I'm like already
Yeah.
planning out your show, and the person or the gal that you're going to paint and how they want to be maybe represented or how you see them. And then you do the painting, and then you have the reaction. I mean, it's like a
Yeah.
whole story arc. So I think it's going to do so well. I would watch it
Yeah,
for
it needs more, because if not, you just create a cool thing for an event or for a person, and people get to see the result, and it's really cool. But if
sure.
you can have the film, like, what happened before, how
Mm-hmm.
how it was, like, behind the scenes, properly, then
Right.
people can enjoy it more, and can, so that's why I think it makes sense to really, like, have someone, and also share on the platforms. That's why I also will start
Yeah.
blogging and doing YouTube, because I have to, because I think it's so much more to show that what I do.
Oh, yeah. This is a huge opportunity because it's not just that you're interesting and it's fascinating what you do, but the people you're painting are interesting and the locations
Yes.
you're going to. So all that can be incorporated. I'm excited to see the
Yeah.
show. I'm excited to come to your place in Dubai and have some amazing food and
For sure.
watch you do light painting. That's amazing. You're an amazing person. So I want to thank you guys for listening to the Dr. Beauty podcast. I'm going to ask Marc Rios, tell us where to follow you and where to find you for all the people that are listening.
Right now, mainly on Instagram, as I said. Now
Instagram.
my
Okay.
work now is to open other channels. But yeah, Mr. Dripping Official, MR
Uh-huh.
Dripping Official, it's Instagram. And by the way, about the quote, yeah, I have one. I
Good.
have one. Yeah, it's very simple, but I think that's kind of like defines a little bit my purpose. Um, I'm created to create. Like I think that will define
Mhm.
me, and that's what I love to do. So I will take that quote.
I love it. I'm created to create. That's amazing. I love it. I love it. I love it. Well, thank you so much for sharing all this information about yourself. We could probably go on for like another hour because it's so interesting, but we do have to edit this down. So, thank you, Mark.
It was
And
a pleasure also to talk to you again. It's been like a few years, and it just you look exactly the same, uh,
thank you.
and it you how you say it in English? Sorry, um, you transmit. No, you have this energy. That this vibe that you have, that it's really nice, and I was so happy to talk to you again.
Same, same. Thank you very much, my fellow Scorpio. I
And
can't wait. I can't wait.
I'll see you in Dubai in the drip house. I will
Mhm.
I will and if not there in Barcelona, hopefully. And if not, don't worry, I will be back to LA probably the end of this year or beginning of next one. So yeah.
Perfect. Or Miami. If you're going to Miami, I go there
Yeah,
all the
as
time.
well. Yeah,
Yeah.
okay. Deal.
All right. Thank you very much for spending time with me. And
You're
thank you,
welcome,
babies, for
Anna.
listening in.